Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we will explore SPDR S&P 500 ETF in depth. Our initial report was released on our website on Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025, and now we are here to offer a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest insights. You won't want to miss any crucial updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4, at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 4.51. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a gain of 2.7%. This result equates to an average return of 0.13% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is positioned within a strong and upward trend in the short term, indicating that further growth within this trend is anticipated. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 14.44% over the upcoming 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 6.82% to 22.66%. In terms of the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 4.59%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 13.47% and 7.21% over the next year. This would place the future price somewhere between $525.35 and $650.87. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF includes the headline: the SPDR S&P 500 ETF price ended at $607.12 on Wednesday, after gaining 0.056%. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF price increased by 0.056% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025. It rose from $606.78 to $607.12. This marks 3 consecutive days of gains. It will be interesting to see if it can continue this upward trend or take a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading session, the ETF fluctuated by 0.502%, with a low of $505.54 and a high of $608.58. Over this period, the price has experienced both increases and decreases, resulting in a total gain of 0.67% over the past 2 weeks. Trading volume decreased on the last day by 6 million shares, with a total of 61 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $37.2 billion. It's important to note that declining volume alongside rising prices can indicate divergence, serving as a potential early warning of possible changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $613.23, while the lowest price was $481.80. Currently, the price is 1%, or $6.11, below the 52-week high of $613.23, which is also the all-time high for the ETF. BlackRock's Rick Rieder has expressed confidence in equities, particularly as the Standard & Poor's 500 approaches record highs. This optimism is driven by a general decrease in inflation and the rising influence of artificial intelligence. Expectations of significant inflows from quantitative funds into the stock market further support this sentiment, potentially leading to a surge in stock prices over the coming month. Technology stocks are currently at the forefront of this market rally, with investors closely monitoring companies like Nvidia, which are generating considerable excitement ahead of shareholder meetings. As the Standard & Poor's 500 nears new highs, breaking through such a resistance level is regarded as a bullish signal that could attract more investors and push stock prices higher in both the short and long term. However, not all companies share in this optimism. For instance, Paychex has experienced stock struggles after reporting disappointing revenue and mixed guidance, which can negatively impact investor sentiment. Overall, the momentum in technology stocks and the anticipated capital influx creates a positive outlook for the SPY, potentially propelling it to new heights as market dynamics unfold throughout the rest of 2025. The following signals have been identified for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal from the relationship between these two averages, as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support can be found at 600.86 and 590.57. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, April 8, 2025, and since then, the ETF has risen by 22.28%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. However, volume decreased during the last trading day, despite price gains, which creates a divergence between volume and price and may serve as an early warning. Close monitoring of the ETF is advisable. Additionally, some negative signals have been noted, which could influence short-term developments. Moreover, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving Average Convergence Divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots show a buy signal from 54 days ago. Bollinger Bands indicate a buy signal from 11 days ago. Short-term moving average signals a buy from 4 days ago. Long-term moving average signals a buy from 43 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 39 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average indicates a buy signal from 44 days ago. Long-term moving average shows a buy signal from 32 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 21 days ago. To discover more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. On the downside, the ETF finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $548.62 and $505.28. There is an inherent risk when an ETF is testing a support level because if this level is broken, the ETF may then decline to the next support level. In this case, SPDR S&P 500 finds support just below today's level at $548.62. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $505.28 and $504.38. Generally, the ETF tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered very low. During the last day, the ETF experienced a movement of $3.04 between its high and low, or 0.5%. Over the past week, the ETF has had an average daily volatility of 0.92%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the ETF could move upward swiftly under favorable conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume to guide your exit strategy. On the downside, SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $548.62. If this support level holds, it could serve as a promising entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $587.21, reflecting a decrease of 3.28%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily fluctuations, which translates to minimal risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal identified from a pivot bottom that occurred 53 days ago. Is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good investment choice? Several short-term indicators alongside a generally positive trend suggest that the current price may present a buying opportunity, as there is a reasonable chance for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF to perform well in the near future. After assessing the volatility and price movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is above its fair value. For trading on Thursday, the 26th of June, we anticipate that the SPDR S&P 500 ETF will open lower by 4 cents, starting at $607.08. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.